Class Fatima Convent High School, myself Dipali. Chapter 8 Quadrilaterals, Class 9. In this session, we are going to understand and solve various examples based on the theorems we did related to properties of quadrilateral and parallelogram. Example 1. Show that each angle of a red triangle is 90 degrees. So, if any given quadrilateral is a red triangle, we are supposed to show that all the angles of this red triangle are 90 degrees. Now let us recall what a red triangle is. A red triangle is a parallelogram in which one angle is a right angle. Let ABCD be a red triangle in which angle A is 90. So if one angle is 90, we have to prove this is given to us that one angle is 90. We have to show that other all angles, that is angle B, C and D, is also 90. So we know that AD is parallel to BC and AB is a transversal because it is a parallelogram, and according to the properties of parallelogram, opposite sides, that is AB and DC, are parallel to each other. Likewise, AD is parallel to BC because they are also opposite sides. Now we know angle A plus angle B is 180 because they are interior angles of the two parallel lines and the transversal. Now angle A is 90, so angle B also will be 90 minus angle A, which is 180 minus 90 is 90. Likewise, you can say that angle C is equal to angle A and angle D is equal to angle B because opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. So angle C also is 90 and angle D also is 90. Hence, it is proved that each angle of a right angle is each angle of a red triangle is a right angle. This is a property of a red triangle. Now let us take the second example. This also is a property. Show that the diagonals of a rhombus are perpendicular to each other. Perpendicular means 90. So if this is diagonal AB and diagonal CD, then it forms 90 degrees angles with each other. You can also say it in other words that diagonals of a quadrilateral of a rhombus bisect each other or intersect each other at 90 degrees. Now, let ABCD be a rhombus as it is given. If it is a rhombus, then all the four sides will be equal. Therefore, AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to DA. Why? We already know it is a rhombus, and the property of rhombus says all the sides of rhombus are equal. Now, angle AOD and angle COD, triangle AOD, that is this triangle AOD and COD, this triangle, these two triangles. If we compare these two triangles, then we know OD is equal to OC, that is diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other, because rhombus is also a parallelogram. OD is equal to OD, it is common, and AD is equal to CD. It is the same side, it is the side of a rhombus, so sides of rhombus are equal to each other. Therefore, by SSS congruency, triangle AOD is congruent to triangle COD. Now, if these triangles are congruent, obviously rest of its components also will be congruent. Therefore, angle AOD is equal to angle COD. But angle AOD and angle COD are linear pairs, that is, they add up to 180 degrees. And therefore, two angles AOD is equal to 180. Therefore, angle AOD is equal to 90. Hence, it is proved that the diagonals of a rhombus are perpendicular to each other. This is one more property. Let us do the third example. ABC is an isosceles triangle. Now we know in an isosceles triangle, the two sides are equal. So this side is equal to this side. Now AB is equal to AC and AD is the bisects exterior angle PAC and is parallel to CD. Means this is the exterior angle and AD is bisecting it and is parallel to CD as well. So here, parallel to AB. So these two lines are parallel. Now what are we supposed to prove? We have to show that angle. So what is given to us? Given to us is a triangle ABC and AB is equal to AC isosceles, and this is the exterior angle PAC and half of it is by angle bisector, that is AD, and here AD, if you connect here CD, then CD and AB are parallel to each other. This type of a figure we get. We are supposed to prove that angle DAC, that is this angle, and BCA are equal. Now BCA is angle BCA is this angle, and we have to prove that ABCD is a parallelogram. Obviously, now we know that triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle, so AB is equal to AC, and if it is equal, then the angles ABC and angle ACB will be equal because they are angles opposite to equal sides in an isosceles triangle. This is a theorem which we studied in previous chapter. Now therefore, angle PAC is an exterior angle. Again, a property of triangle, we know that sum of two opposite angles is equal to one exterior angle, or one exterior angle is equal to sum of two opposite interior angles. So we have angle ABC plus angle ACB also equal to PAC. Now if PAC, these two angles are equal to each other, so I can write angle PAC is equal to 2 angle ACB. Now AD bisects angle PAC, and therefore angle PAC is equal to 2 angle DAC. DAC, because it is an angle bisector. Now because of that, you can say that angle 2 angle DAC is equal to 2 angle BAC. So angle DAC is equal to angle ACB. Hence it is proved. Now the second part tells us that these equal angles form a pair of alternate angles when the line segment BC and AD are intersected by a transversal AC. Right? So following the property, we know BC is parallel to AD, therefore AB is parallel to CD. Now both pairs of opposite sides of a quadrilateral ABCD are parallel, and therefore according to the property of parallelogram, ABCD is a parallelogram. Isn't that correct? Hence we proved both the required results, that AB angle DAC is equal to angle BCA and ABCD is a parallelogram. Now example 4. Two parallel lines L and M are intersected by transversal P. Show that the quadrilateral formed by the bisector of interior angles is a rectangle. Now here, if you try to observe and draw the figure, you have two lines L and line M. Now they said are intersected by a transversal P. So this is the transversal P. Now the angle bisector of, show that the quadrilateral formed by the bisector of the angles. Now bisector of the angles means if this is an angle bisector, This is an angle bisector. This is an angle bisector, and this as well is an angle bisector. So the quadrilateral formed is A, B, C and D, and you have Q, R, P, S, and this is line L, M and P. We have to prove that A, B, C, D is a rectangle. Now it is given that PS is parallel to RC. Therefore, or QR. Therefore, transversal PS intersects at point A and point C. Now, bisector angle PAC is AB and angle ACQ is QB, and bisector of angle ACR is QD or CD, and bisector of angle SAC is AD. These are the bisectors. Now we have to show that ABCD is a quadrilateral. Angle PAC is equal to angle ACR because they are alternate angles, as line L is parallel to line M. Likewise, we can say half of it also will be equal. So half of PAC is equal to half of ACR, which is angle PAC is equal to angle ACD. Therefore, these form a point of alternate angles of line AB and BC with AC as a transversal, and they are equal also. Therefore, according to the line theorem, AB is parallel to CD and BC is parallel to AD. If opposite sides in a quadrilateral are parallel, then it is parallelogram. Also, angle PAC and angle CAS is 180 linear pair. Now, half of angle PAC plus half of angle CAS is equal to half of 180, that is 90 degrees. So, angle BAC plus angle CAD is equal to 90, and therefore angle BAD is 90. If one angle of a quadrilateral is 90 degrees and it is a parallelogram, then it is a rectangle according to the property of rectangle. Hence, we proved the required result that the angle bisector gives us a parallelogram, and that parallelogram is a rectangle. Now let us do the fifth question. In the fifth question, show that the bisector of angles of parallelogram A, B, C and D form a rectangle. Now let P, R, P, Q, R and S be the points intersecting at the angle bisector of angle A, angle C, angle B and angle R. Now we know that angle A and angle B and angle C and angle D and angle D and angle A respectively of parallelogram ABCD. In triangle ASD, this triangle, we know that the DS bisects angle D and AS bisects angle A. Therefore, angle ADAS plus angle ADS is equal to 1 by 2 A plus angle D, because they are half of that angle. Therefore, half angle A plus angle D. Angle A plus angle D is 180. Therefore, because they are interior angles on the same side of the transversal, these are two parallel lines. So, this add up to 180 by the properties of line. Therefore, 1 by 2 into 180 is 90. Now, you have angle DAS plus angle ADS plus angle DSA in a triangle. We have adding up to 180. So, 90 plus angle DAS is 180. Therefore, angle DAS is 90. And angle PSR is also 90, as it is vertically opposite angle of DSA. Now, similarly, we can prove that for angle APB is equal to 90 and angle SPQ is equal to 90, as it was shown for angle DSA. Similarly, angle PQR is equal to 90 and angle SRQ is equal to 90. So PQRS is a quadrilateral in which the angles are right angled. We can conclude that it is a rectangle. Let us examine to have shown that angle PSR plus angle PQR is equal to 90 and angle PSQ plus angle SRQ is 90. So both pairs of opposite angles are equal. Therefore, PQRS is a parallelogram in which the angles, in fact all angles, is 90 and PQRS is a rectangle according to the properties of a rectangle. So we studied few more properties of rectangle and quadrilaterals on the basis of the following examples. Next we will be understanding another theorems based on properties of quadrilaterals. Thank you.